The All Blacks are not improving. That's clear for everyone who's watching. In fact, in too many key areas, we seem to be even going backwards. The buck stops with you. You're the coach. Time for the reset. Apart from everything to gain, where we are right now, what really have we got to lose? DSPN is brought to you by Novus Glass, proud partner of the Special Olympics New Zealand. The Special Olympics New Zealand National Summer Games is in Christchurch, Ōtautahi, this December. Across New Zealand, Aotearoa athletes, clubs, volunteers and families are getting ready, training, supporting each other and celebrating as the flame of hope travels down the country. Text Novus to 3598 to support our athletes. That's Novus, Novus, to 3598 to support our incredible athletes at the Special Olympics in Christchurch, Ōtautahi this December. Notice it, Novus it.
Welcome to the DSPN.
Team New Zealand's in trouble.
Goal! He's done it again, Ricky Herbert.
The Devlin Sports Podcast Network.
Marty Sermons, brought to you by WebWonks. Generate online leads with WebWonks. Doctors for your Google data.
We live in an amazing, amazing world, and it's wasted on the crappiest generation of just spoiled idiots.
In the great ocean that is international rugby, with one test to go in the season, we have reached the stage where the All Blacks oil tanker has run aground. What we need is a thorough Team New Zealand style break it all down, full body inspection, with the terms of reference being one simple question. Does he make the boat go faster? Scott Robertson is a great bloke. He's charismatic, he's passionate, the whole shebang. And it's very easy to understand why he's as popular as he is. But this is the point where all of that gets put to the side, because really it isn't actually relevant. The only thing that is the state of our team. 2 years into this regime, 26 tests deep now, we have to be brutally honest. The All Blacks are not improving. That's clear for everyone who's watching. In fact, in too many key areas, we seem to be even going backwards. A loss like that, a second half like that, can only ever be very concerning. Now, in real life, yes, we've all got bigger worries, bigger fish to fry, mortgages, power bills, petrol, groceries, the kids, Christmas coming at us like a freight train, all of that and more to fret about, things being of much more importance. But this is a sports show and a sports podcast, and right here, right now, the only question that matters for rugby fans in this country is what the hell is going on with the All Blacks? Where's the game plan? Why are we so unco? Why do we repeat the same mistakes, the same patterns? How can a team with this talent pool look that lost, that bewildered, that rudderless? The second half against England was as poor as we've ever been. If you need a comparison, it was like watching that dithering 1998 side under John Hart. We lost 5 in a row that year. Razor has had 2 full seasons, as I said, 26 matches in charge. And we go and lay a turd like that? It's hard to believe. Here's a simple question to consider. 2 years out from Sydney, halfway into the World Cup cycle, are we a better side now than we were in Paris in 2023? And if the answer to that question is yes, then we've got an even bigger problem, because you're denying the truth. Because nobody watching that match yesterday at Twickenham would genuinely believe that. We aren't better. Now, this isn't about panic. It's simply about accountability. The attack has been muddled all year. Clunky, they called it against France. It was at the beginning of the year. And we're still stuttering and stumbling our way through matches. On-field leadership? Questionable. Our ability under the high ball? Well, everyone in world rugby knows it's a weakness. 12 tests in and we still can't contest or field the high ball consistently. Come on. That's not elite performance. That's not the All Blacks. We're not fixing it. Why not? Why can't we fix that? All of those coaches involved. Why can't we fix it? And without Cam Roigard, the 9-10 axis, well, it just looks miles off the pace, doesn't it? England at Twickenham was supposed to be the barometer, the true measure of the season. A tough opponent, away from home, knockout intensity. And from the moment England wiped out that 12-point head start, they beat us 33-7. We never looked like winning from that point. And that's the part that stings me the most. Now, to directly quote a great old mate of mine, Julian, who sent me this message, and I entirely agree with it, I'm going to repeat it. I have no problem losing a game like that if we look close to winning. But apart from the 2 tries at the start, we never looked like it. I agree entirely with him. So this is where we are right now, in my mind. We are at a hard full stop, a hard pause. A total reset is needed. Now, believe me, this isn't a witch hunt. This is not a drawn-out saga. It's just a clear-eyed review of everyone involved. No sacred cows. No, he's a great guy and gets an exemption because he's a great guy kind of stuff. We've got to be cold and clinical about this. I would like to assemble half a dozen proven rugby minds, past coaches, captains, World Cup winners. Get them in a room for a week and get genuine answers. Where is this team at? And who are the right people to lead us to Australia 2027? You guys make the calls, you make the decisions, and we will implement those decisions. This is what New Zealand Rugby needs to do. We need that broken down into every assistant coaching position to do with the All Blacks. Because hoping for individual brilliance in the last 20 minutes, Chicago, Edinburgh, Cordoba, it's not a game plan. It's brilliant when it comes off. And right now, though, it's masking the reality. We're just not good enough as a side. We aren't consistent enough. We haven't put together a whole performance all this season, 12 test matches. And we don't appear to be getting better. Wellington earlier this year was the warning shot. Twickenham, well, that's the nut punch that we can't ignore. We've got 2 years to rebuild properly. But if we don't front up now, brutally, honestly, pragmatically, we're going to waste those 2 years. So again, Scott Robertson, Razor, the buck stops with you. You're the coach. Time for the reset. Apart from everything to gain, where we are right now, what really have we got to lose? Huge thank you to Novus Glass for sponsoring this episode of the DSPN and for being a proud partner of the Special Olympics New Zealand. This December, over 1,200 incredible athletes, along with hundreds of volunteers, coaches and other support staff, will be making their way to Christchurch or Tautahi for the Special Olympics New Zealand 2025 National Summer Games. Novus Glass is proud to be supporting something special, and you can help support the athletes too by texting Novus to 3598. That's Novus, Novus 3598. Thanks again, Novus Glass, for supporting us here on the DSPN. Windscreen, crack or chip, notice it, Novus it.
DSPN.